It's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. Back at y'all with some NBA basketball news, man. Let's talk about that boy Kawhi Leonard. Now, I got a question to ask y'all, to the basketball community, right? To everybody that's a fan of basketball. I want to ask you guys a question. Is Kawhi Leonard lying about being injured? Now, I know that sounds crazy, right? Like, why would Kawhi Leonard, a two-time NBA champion, right? At one point in time, he was looked at as one of the best defensive players in the league, right? One of the best two-way players, can score and also play defense. I know people are asking, like, why would Kawhi Leonard fake an injury? Let me explain. People forget why Kawhi Leonard left the San Antonio Spurs. You guys remember when Kawhi Leonard won his first NBA championship on the Spurs? That's when he became well-known around the league from fans, when he locked down LeBron James while he was playing on the Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. A lot of people forget about the reason why he was traded from the Spurs. The reason why is because Kawhi Leonard had an injury, right? The training staff and, the people that work with the injuries on the team, they reported that Kawhi Leonard was cleared to come back and play. They said nothing was wrong with him, right? Now, Kawhi Leonard himself said that he still didn't feel right. He still felt like he was injured, and he wanted to go see a different doctor, I guess, away from the team. And he was saying that he was being advised to not play because he still felt like he was injured. So it got to a point where the Spurs ended up making the playoffs that year, right? And Tony Parker, who was the starting point guard for the Spurs at the time, he called out Kawhi Leonard, basically saying, like, we need you. You should be on the court. There's nothing wrong with you. You've been cleared. We need your ass on the court. And then Greg Popovich, the head coach, he called out Kawhi Leonard and basically was telling people, like, yo, like, he's cleared to go. We don't see anything wrong with him. He's still saying that he's feeling pain, but we want his ass on the court and he's not playing. So Kawhi Leonard took it personal, and he felt like the team was basically against him and they didn't trust what he was saying. So that's when he ended up requesting the trade to the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, Greg Popovich wasn't going for that. He said, listen, nigga, you want to not play. There's nothing wrong with you. Our training staff, you got treatment. You healed up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be on the court. We're losing games because you're not playing. We're going to send your ass to a whole different country. They said that nigga to the Toronto Raptors. Right? But surprisingly, Kawhi Leonard ended up winning the NBA championship for the Toronto Raptors. You understand what I'm saying? And I know there was a lot of controversy because that's when Kevin Durant tore his Achilles, and we all saw how KD tried to come back and he put the team on his back, and then he ended up just fully tearing it, right? And, it was a lot of controversy, but at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard got the job done. You understand what I'm saying? He did the unthinkable. He won an NBA championship for the Toronto Raptors. You know what I'm saying? So, when you look at Kawhi Leonard, right? Remember, before he signed that first deal with the Clippers, everybody thought he was going to the Lakers, right? And the reason why he chose the Clippers over the Lakers is because obviously the Clippers was his number one option, right? But number two, the Clippers was allowing Kawhi Leonard to basically do whatever he wanted to do. He allowed Kawhi Leonard to get his own private jet away from the team. Like he got a private jet to where whenever he had games, he was in his own private jet with his family and shit like that, away from the team. You feel me? Remember, this is when Kawhi was playing with Patrick Beverley and Montrezl Harrell, and he got Paul George on the team, and he got the Clippers to basically do some things for his dad and shit like that. That's basically why Kawhi signed. I think he even got the team to agree to let him have rest days, like not play like 3 games in a row type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like no back-to-back games type shit, right? And when you look at Kawhi Leonard since he's been on the Clippers, he has not had besides the playoff series with the Clippers, and I think it was the playoff series. I believe it was the Clippers in Denver, if I'm not mistaken, where they were supposed to get to the conference. They were supposed to get to the conference finals against the Lakers, and Denver ended up eliminating them, and it was the Lakers and the Nuggets, and then the Lakers beat the Nuggets, remember? After that, I mean, Kawhi Leonard has not been available for the most important times, in the season. For the past 3 years, Kawhi Leonard has not participated in the playoffs because of injuries. You understand what I'm saying? Knee injuries, hamstring injuries, his hamstring hurts. And shout out to my nigga Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is the first person I've seen on like a mainstream sports platform that said, how come every time Kawhi Leonard gets injured, we don't see the injury? Right? Like, usually when a nigga gets injured on the court, you'll see him hold his knee or hold his shoulder, or he'll look like he's in pain. Like, guys, even Kobe Bryant, right? I think we could all agree Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan are probably two of the toughest players that we've seen play through injury. We've seen Michael Jordan play with a flu, and we visibly saw that he was sick. And we seen Kobe Bryant play with dislocated fingers, and we seen this nigga Kobe tear his Achilles and still shoot free throws and then walk off the court, right? So if a nigga injures himself, we're gonna visibly see that they're injured. But when Kawhi, like, guys, just look at the playoffs this year where Kawhi Leonard tried to come back. We didn't see Kawhi Leonard injure himself again before he just came out the playoffs. We didn't see it. The year before, it was the same shit. Remember when supposedly his hamstring got tore or some shit? The nigga played the whole game and balled out. And then the very next day we heard news, Kawhi Leonard's hamstring is sore. He can't play. Like, what? How? The nigga just dunked on somebody the game before. Stephen A. Smith said it. So, guys, we have to understand, these guys like Kawhi Leonard, right? He's getting paid millions of dollars and he's not being active, right? Like, listen, every player throughout the season is going to have some type of injury. But the players that really love the game, they play through it. Do you guys remember when the Heat was playing Dallas in the playoffs and supposedly something was wrong with the AC and LeBron started getting cramps and shit like that? Bro, LeBron fucked around and played through it, bro. Nigga was getting cramps in his thighs and shit, and he still played. You feel me? Kawhi Leonard is getting paid millions of dollars, bro. They just chose him over Paul George. They wouldn't even give Paul George a full max to come back because they look at Kawhi as their number one. They already got James Harden, so they said, fuck Paul George. He's supposed to be in the Olympics this offseason. They took him out. Kawhi Leonard had a successful surgery. He was supposed to be ready to go game one. Now Kawhi Leonard is saying there's still inflammation in his knee. At some point in time, guys, we got to call a spade a spade. I think this nigga Kawhi Leonard is full of shit. I think that because he's already won 2 NBA championships and he's made millions of dollars and he has, because I think in Kawhi Leonard's mind, he has nothing to prove. I think after Kawhi won that championship with Toronto, I think Kawhi honestly feels like he has nothing to prove. And I think that Kawhi is just comfortable, man. But the whole reason why the Clippers signed Kawhi in the first place was to get the Clippers their first NBA championship. The Clippers have never won an NBA championship in the history. We already know the Lakers is the big brother. We already know the Lakers got the second most NBA championships in the history. They were just tied for first with Boston before Boston just won. And Kawhi has to understand, bro, like the franchise is in your hands. You're the number one. Bruh, Kawhi last year signed a 3-year extension. 3-year extension. Even though he barely played the last 3 years on the team, they gave him another extension for like $200 million. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is my opinion. If you agree, let me know in the comment section why. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section why. You know what I'm saying? Click that thumbs up button for your boy. Subscribe, share the video. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out. Let's get it.